first of two today here, the 12 noon. I like these 12 noon and 2 o'clock starts. I get home in time to write the stories and don't get into bed at 2 o'clock in the morning like I did this morning. And the tip is controlled by Fisk. For the defense by Campbellsville, picking right up where they left off last night. They forced Bluefield into 30 turnovers last night, shot 61%. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger, Fisk, Bethel did a number on them as well, 19 turnovers, and Fisk only shot 32%. And the turnover, as we say that, right off the bat on Fisk. Front court, Lee and Pettigo and Boral, they are really great perimeter players. Here's Pettigo left wing. You heard Ginger say a moment ago she can probably play any position on the court. Good defense by Fisk. They go outside here to Wilkes. They swing it on the right wing over there to Boyle. Maddie drives in. Nowhere to go. Flips it out here to Pritchard. Pettigo with three. Has to shoot it. And that's a shot clock violation. You heard the bench to our right screaming, shoot the ball, and they didn't do it. So good defense by Fisk. Give them their due as well defensively. Jesse Christopher, the all-time leader in assists down at Martin Methodist, now UT Southern. She played 1 year in this arena against Bethel. And we were talking about old hot tamale that it was Baker Fieldhouse. Now turnover this time. It's going to be called on, well, Zalata will get that turnover. We played 1 minute, no score in the game. Campbellsville averaged 80 points a game last year, 6th in the country. They were in every offensive category in the top 10. Field goal percentage, free throws, you name it. Rebounds. Pettigo with it. Pettigo dribbles across the key on the right wing. Here's a wide open shooter there, and it's knocked in by Pritchard. Courtney Pritchard, one of the great shooters in the country. Pritchard, 62 threes last year. First team all-conference player. And you have to make a point that if Wilkes hadn't got that, Pritchard probably would have. Here's a three this way, and it's there. There's a lot of, Letty, put it in. So we're tied at 3. We played almost 2 minutes. 8:20 left here. Big hello to Matt and Zach and the gang. Here's the shot put up, no good. Pettigo missed that one. And working with it now on the right wing, here is Boyle playing defense. Moving into paint. D. Scott just moves out, and they get a charge on Scott. And drawing that was Matty Boyle and Lee down there as well. So Scott picks it up. We're tied at 3 with 8:05 left in the first quarter. We play the 10-minute quarters. You folks that follow women's basketball pretty well know that by now, but it took about a year to get used to, didn't it? Under 8, down low, great pass. And the shot is up. It is there by Wilkes. And it was a great pass on the right baseline that time by Matty Boyle. Actually, I think it was Lauren Lee that gave her the pass. Take your pick. They both are very, very good. Here's the ball thrown into the bench. Goes over the bench. And it's a 5-3 game, 7:40. So another turnover on Fisk, which is their third, and Victoria Crawford calls early timeout. Timeout on the court, 7:40 left here in this first stanza. It's a 5-4 game. Fisk leading the game by a point. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. And we're back here at Press Row. Jeff Britt across the way talking to Shorty Akers, one of the Bethel fans. Coach Britt's ball club won last night down in Blue Mountain 66-63. Had the lead, let it get away, and then won the ball game by 3. You going to answer that, Hubble? That's Stan Gerard, I believe. And inbound it right in front of me will be Matty Boyle. From Milledgeville, Kentucky. All of these kids that start from Kentucky, from the Commonwealth, from God's country. And we'll be fair to you Fisk fans as well, but we do have an affinity for the Commonwealth, being UK fanatics. Here's Pettigo. Pettigo underneath. Out here to Wilkes. And now here's a running floater in the paint. It's going to be there, and they're going to wipe it off, I think. Well, it was Lee driving in there that time and waited a tad second too late to pull up on the floater and went in, but they're going to call the foul, the offensive foul on Lee. Remains a 5-3 game. Great to have you aboard. Now here's the ball stolen. Coming out there with his Lee. Lee down low to her teammate, Maddie Boyle. Up, yes. And all of a sudden it is now a 7-3 game. This is what they did last night, they being Campbellsville, when they pulled away and won handily. Here's a drive in the paint. That shot is up and it rolls in. Nice shot that time by Zip Davis. So it's a 7-5 game. Pritchard out front to Lee. Lee looking things over. And Lee took one of the snouts. I think she's all right. She's talking to the official saying, yeah, I took one of that elbow right there, kiddo. She's still barking about it. I don't blame her. 7-5 your score. Inbounds pass. A little of a lazy pass that time, but Lee has it. Pettigo on the right wing has it. In the corner to Wilkes. Pritchard's at the high post. They can't find her. Pettigo in trouble, bounces it down low. And here's the drive, and it's going to be a turnover. Tough pass. Boyle couldn't come up with it on the baseline, and a turnover on the Tigers. Pritchard's got to do a little housekeeping with the shoes, tie the shoes. It's a 7-5 game, 6:32 left here in the first. Great to have you aboard on a Friday afternoon. And the first of two to close out this day two of the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce Classic. Brad Hurley in the game. They do a great job. He and his lovely wife, Marty, in the game. In the backcourt, Mathis had the ball knocked away. It goes off Pettigo. Pettigo, an outstanding defensive player. 7-5, 6:28 left here in this first stanza. Fisk inbound it, and they do just that. Here is Gibbs in the game. Remember last night, she's the transfer from Austin Peay. She puts up an air ball from about 13 feet and went about 10. But Gibbs, outstanding player, got him in trouble last night with 2 early fouls in the first 2 minutes and then did not come back in the entire first half. 7-5 your score, 6:19. Across the timeline, here's Lauren Lee. Young lady from Liberty, Kentucky. Pettigo with it to Lee. They look for Boyle, nothing there. They go out to Wilkes' right wing. Wilkes dribbles across the top of the key. Good defense by Fisk. They're really playing hard-nosed defense. Great pass, though, to get a good charge. Well, Fisk obviously has come up with a game plan, cut them off at the pass and make them charge. That's Lee, and that's her second. And to get her very quickly will be Elizabeth Bertram, who really played great last night. I thought she was a big key in that big blowout. Bertram came off the bench, gave Ginger a lot of valuable minutes, as she always does. She had last night, looking down at my list here, she had 9 points. 4 assists, a couple rebounds, 7-5. And Pritchard playing the big D in the backcourt, and we get walking. Pritchard, great post player, but she can play any position. I think if you had to put her guard, she could do a good job there as well. Matt Payton would probably say bang out there a couple of times for her, too, out there with that 3. His trademark, 7-5 your score. Boyle, right wing, gets the screen from Wilkes, can't really use it. Bounce pass to Pettigo. Pettigo dissects her way. Down low, here's Pritchard, puts it up, got it. Quick release, great body control. Uses that body to fend off the defender and then just flips it right off the glass for the bank shot. It's open on a Friday afternoon. And the ball knocked out of bounds off of Fisk. So it's a 9-5 game with 5:29 left here in this first. I tell you, Fisk's defense has kept them in this game thus far, though. They really played hard. They played hard last night. Here's the backdoor pass picked off. Mathis will pick that ball off. She's got the angle here, drives in, then lost it. Boyle comes up with it. Boy, what set that up was Wilkes, though, just would not be denied defensively. She made her, or forced her in there. Here's Bert and Bertram, a 3. There. Just for you, Matt. Bang. It's a 12-5 game. And we're not trying to emulate Matt Payton. Great voice. Here's D. Scott with it. But that's just for him. 12-5, a 7-point game. Pettigo knocks that ball out of bounds right in front of Christy Stevenson, the Bethel Athletic. Well, she keeps all of us straight. 12-5, the administrative assistant for the AD, Mr. Brad Chappell, senior athletic director. 12-5, your score, 7-point game. Understand that Joseph Skoog has won the cross-country men's up there in Bowling Green. Stetson Childers did a great job. He beat his brother's record here. And De La Rosa should win on the women's side, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. 12-5, 4:45. We're in the first stanza, and Campbellsville's pulled away a little bit. Here is Whitney Hay in the game. Was sensational last night with 23 points. Led Campbellsville. Knocks the ball away, but she gets it back. Hay will drive in. Hay will put up. It's blocked. D. Scott got a hand on it. Hay will track it down. 10 on the shot clock. Bertram, a three. Rims, no. Hay with a rebound. Back up, and the Hay's in the barn. Yes! Whitney Hay knocked it in. De La Rosa finished second. Well, that's disappointing, but great effort, I'm sure, by her. 14-5. It's the first time she hadn't won that in a while, isn't it? First time ever she hasn't won that, so I know she gave a great effort, though. How about Joseph Skoog, though? Kid can run, can he? He could be the national champion before it's over. 14-5, trying to complete the three-point play. It's there. Hay knocks it in. She has three in the game. It's a 15-5 game, and slowly but surely, Campbellsville doing what they did last night to Bluefield, is pulling away. 15-5, 4:21 left here. Backcourt. In the ball game now is Jordan Bailey. Campbellsville wanted a turnover, didn't get it. Now Bailey drives in, hits the bottom of the rim. The other way now will be Hay. Hay can really handle the ball well for a big gal. She played guard. Ginger and I was talking about that before the game. Working with it, Pettigo. She's the newcomer, Hay is. They go down low, underneath, trying to find, and now the ball knocked away, loose. And that was, losing the ball was Luby, who really played well last night. The floater in the paint by Hay is there. Tell you what, you've already got Wilkes, and you already have Pritchard and Hay. Boy, oh boy, they all complement each other. This team has a chance to be sensational. Nally's about to come in the game, and now we have walking. Turnover on the Fisk Bulldogs. And Sidearm and I aren't used to each other. I'm used to Presto, despite the fact we gripe about Presto a lot. Look at the turnovers there, big guy. There it is, right down there. Go skin a little lower. There you go. That's 8 turnovers now already on the Fisk Bulldogs out of Nashville. We'll tell you a little bit about what happened to them this morning as well. Flowers in the game, who really played well for pass down low, and ball knocked away, still loose. And coming up with it on the run out the other way, here's Gazelle to the bucket. Up, no good this time by Bibbs. We got a foul on Campbellsville. Fisk is bust. They stayed here locally. I know Campbellsville stayed up in Paris last couple of nights. Fisk stayed here in town at the hotel. Their bus broke down. Campbellsville had to go get them and help them to get here. Our bands were being tied up with the football squad going to Campbellsville. Flowers loses her balance in the backcourt, but right before she did, she unloads to Hay. Bertram. They go down low, ball kicked. And it should be Campbellsville's ball, and it will be. 17-5 your score. Hootie up. Miranda Denny, the longtime assistant for Ginger, 16th year. Brett Sowell, the other assistant. Anthony Cooper assists Victoria Crawford. Here's up. Bertram, yes. Bertram, Elizabeth Bertram is just a great player. Another player from Glasgow. Now another turnover, which is number 10 on Fisk. 19-5. We said last night, when Campbellsville is playing this kind of defense, it's like there's 8 of them on the floor instead of 5. You get the ball, you're going to have a couple people run at you other than the person normally guarding you. Hay with it between the circles. 19-5. Hay leaves it on the right wing to her teammate, Nally. High post. Flowers has it now. Flowers drives in. Flowers nowhere to go. Ball knocked away. Mathis. And now I think we're going to have a foul on, I think, Nally, who lost it, or Flowers, who lost it, and then picks up the foul. 19-5, 2:37 in the first. I'm Dave McCulley with you tonight, or this afternoon. Ginger's luxury. We talked about her depth a while ago. Here's the ball knocked away by Flowers. Now in the game is Armstrong, who played well last night. Left wing 3 up, no good. And coming up with that rebound, and now bad pass. Armstrong had it, threw it away. 11 turnovers now. Right court the other way will be Hay. White baseline. Swings it underneath. Here's a shot up, no good. And Luby will shoot free throws. We talked last night when we looked at Campbellsville's roster. Of course, we keep up with them from afar, even when we're not covering them. But we did notice that all the kids from Kentucky, I was wrong. Luby's from B, Nebraska. Free throw up. Good. 6-2 grad student. 20-5. 2:12 left in the first. Coach Colvin coaching hard. Here is the shot up. No good. Flowers is going to be called for the foul over the back, I think. Yep, she will be. Proper call. So Flowers will pick it up. That's her second. And Wilkes will come in the game. You get in foul trouble and you're reserved. What do you get coming in for you? You get the NCCAA Player of the Year. 20-5. John King over there, Maddie's boy's granddaddy. Really a nice guy. I met him, and he listens to us from time to time, and he's going to send me the Cats balls from God's country from Lexington, hopefully. Working with it now. Here's out front. Mathis drives in, can't shoot. Now we're getting walking. 12 turnovers. The official stats now have 11. I have them with 12. But we'll go with the official stats. 20-5, 154 in the first. And with 154 left, across the timeline, Hay to Bertram. Bertram, high post pass to Luby. Wilkes with it. They want to go inside Campbellsville, and they do just that. Left-handed little layup, no good. Ball knocked away. Luby's mad at herself. She didn't finish that time. Glances over at the bench, but not a long glance. Tigers wearing the gray today, and Fisk wearing the blue. Out of Nashville. 20-5, 15-point game. Armstrong backcourt. Front court to Mathis. Mathis is by far their best player. Here's a little flip shot up. No good. They've got a transfer from Memphis who's out right now, but Victoria Crawford's connections to U of M. And she's a big post player. And it'd probably be, I'm told there would be a really different team with her in the game. Here is, or on the court. Armstrong inbound it. Armstrong gets it in. Works out here now to Bibbs. Right elbow. Jump shot too long by Davis. And now the stick back is there. Bibbs got that stick back. It's a 20-7 game. And now we get a turnover on Campbellsville. 13-point game, 1:02 left here. Number one ranked team in the country, Campbellsville, and last night they looked like one AA or triple A. A 2-2-1 full court press by the Tigers. Working front court, good pass down low. That's a nice pass, but the layup is missed. Boy, Davis gave Bibbs a great look. Bibbs just came up short. Rebound Campbellsville underneath. Here's a shot up, no good. And to the line will be Hay. Oh, they got a charge, excuse me. Well, obviously, Victoria Crawford put a lot of emphasis on drawing charges, and they've done that today. That's their third that they've drawn. 20-7. 42.2, and they get the shot clock corrected there. David Dunlap, Tony George, and Jesse Christopher. One of my favorite officials, Jesse. Brought her mom here with her today. Here's a three on the left wing, up, no good. Yeah, she's, first of all, just a really lovely young lady, and second of all, she's really a good official. I like Jesse even when she played at Martin Methodist. Came in here, and Martin Methodist had a couple wins over Bethel back then. Had Baker, and then here. At times, Bethel had a little problem with Martin Methodist for a couple of years there. This today, later, will be the 190th game Bethel will play in this arena. They're 156-32. Chris Nelson, the 15th active winningest coach in the country. Won 364 now after last night's win. Well, the foul was on Davis as we gave you that history lesson. They get it in here. Hay with it. They go underneath. Wide open. What a pass. Great pass, Bertram. And the layup is up. It is there by Nelly. 22-7 your score. 15-point game with 10 seconds. Ball stolen. Bertram comes up with it. Leaves it for Wilkes. Wilkes in the backcourt. Good recognition, and she finds Bertram. Bertram in the corner. Good if it goes. A three. In and out. Tough break. And Hay had it on the rim, but it would not go down. And we're at the end of one. Our score, Campbellsville 22. Fisk 7. Back after this 1 minute message. Stay with us, everybody. And we're back, 22-7. Man, oh man, you're trying to do games, and I get messages from everybody. Here at school, you'd think they would know we're playing basketball. Here's a three, that's there. Matty Boyle knocked it in, and it's a 25-7 game. Campbellsville can hurt you in so many different ways. They have weapons at every angle of the court. Here's a drive up, and we're going to have a charge. Drawing that charge was Flowers, and they get 5 on the charge. That's going to be on Bibbs. 25-7 your score. 9:32 left. Across the timeline, working with it now will be Lee. Lee front court. Lee on the right wing to Boyle. Back out to Lee. Flowers at the high post. They have Pritchard down in the blocks. Now the ball's stolen. A turnover on the Tigers. Right baseline. Here's a drive. Short on the drive on the shot anyway is Armstrong. And now the ball out of bounds. It goes off Fisk. 25-7 your score with 9:09 left in the first half. Great to have you aboard this afternoon, whether you be a Fisk fan or a Tiger fan. Out of Taylor County, Kentucky. And of course, Fisk, fair play, out of Davidson County, Tennessee. Here's a shot up, no good. Rebound's controlled by Bibbs. Ball knocked away. Wild scramble for it. Loose, still loose, still loose. And a jump ball. Pettigo and Lee showing good sportsmanship, helping her up. And the invited right in front of us will be Gibbs, 5'7" senior from Atlanta, Georgia, transfer from Austin P. Good-looking athlete. Back to Armstrong in the backcourt, guarded by Boyle back there. Boyle and Lee run right at her. Here's the pass, and right at us here. And Deshaun did not come over and protect me very much that time at all, as it came right at us. Yep. 25-7 with 8:44 left here in this first half. Gibbs gets it inbounds again. They work with it now to Bailey. A running floater up. No. Rebound is by no one. It goes out of bounds, and the ball belongs to the Tigers of Campbellsville. 31-3 last year, 21-1 in the Mid-South Conference. Won their Mid-South Conference regular season title. Fisk was good last year as well. They won 19. They were 19-8 in Victoria Crawford's first year there. Down to Pritchard. Pritchard wheeling and dealing up. No, foul. She'll shoot two. Pritchard has that great drop step. Gets great position we talked about earlier. Then she can go right. Then she went back to that left. She loves to go to that left hand. Coach Carlin's going to talk to the troops. Flowers is going to come over here and talk to her. Flowers back after being out with an injury. Sophomore from Winchester, Kentucky. To the line is Pritchard. Pritchard's had problems with the shoelaces today. That's why I went laceless. She can bend over a lot better than I can. It's 25-7, 8:25 left here. Boyle talking to Coach Cobbin. Here's a shot up by Pritchard. It is up. It is there. 6 in the game. 26-7. Not many coaches around any better than Ginger Cobbin, folks. I'm telling you. That I know of. Pritchard up. Good. Talking to Boyle there, telling her what she wants. Boyle said, yes, ma'am. 27-7. Here's your play for Donna Wise, the legendary Hall of Famer up at Campbellsville. Now walk, proper call. Jesse Christopher never got called for walking, but she called that one, and that was a proper call. 27-7, 8-13. What happens with Campbellsville is that they play such great defense. Even when they don't apply a lot of pressure, you're still a little jittery, it appears, for the basketball. Last night Bluefield was, and so far Fisk, I don't think they'll be the only teams that will face that this year. Flowers dribbles the ball off her foot, but Pettigo, right place, right time. Good players have a chance to do that, and Pettigo puts it in, but we got a charge. I think they're going to get Pritchard down low, clearing out. Yep. Now Wilkes got it. I get Wilkes and Pritchard. I'm not sure why I call each one different sometimes, but that's Wilkes down there that got that. Pritchard's such a great player, too. Wilkes bigger. There's a drive up, no good. Wilkes had great position, but he got pushed in the back that time and got cleared out, and they didn't call it, and now we get a foul on, let's see if that's Wilkes, or is it going to be, no, they're going to get Boyle. Maddie will pick it up. John King, granddaddy says, how dare you call a foul on my granddaughter. 27-7, 7:43 left. Tony George to hand the ball. Now it's going to be Jesse Christopher handing it across the way over there to Davis. Working with it now will be Mathis up and hits the side of the rim, and a couple of fans behind me thought that might have been a foul that Campbellsville got away with. Pettico was going to come out, and here comes Pritchard back in the game. Courtney back in, and Bailey out. 27-7, 7:35 left here. Across the timeline, Lauren Lee to Boyle. Pritchard with it to Wilkes, the three in the air. No, came off the back rim, and then we got a foul, I think, on Campbellsville, I think. Yep. Tyra Flowers will pick it up. It's going to be her third foul. That's not right. Her first foul. I thought it was three. I thought she had another one, a couple others. Now she steals that basketball. Great play by Flowers on the run out to Boyle. Boyle will drive in. Boyle will put it up off the glass. It is there. And a timeout by Victoria Crawford. 29-7. Campbellsville beginning to pull away now. Back after this. 1 minute message. Stay with us on the Bethel Basketball Network. To 7 your score. Campbellsville in command of the game. 7:08 left in the first half. Diamond Day with you this afternoon from Crisp Arena, the home of the Bethel Wildcats and Cats. After today, the second game, Bethel will not be back home here for about a month. They go down and play in some classics down at Faulkner, also down in Henderson. And they have a single game at Philander Smith in Little Rock to close out November. And then December, they're back home here, Bellevue University on the 8th of December. So a month before they'll be back. Men will be here next week in the Classic. A steal and a three. You add it up, and that's what Campbellsville basketball is all about. 32-7, Maddie Boyle knocked it in. Here's another ball loose. You would think Campbellsville was behind by 25 instead of being up by 25. They're still playing their hearts out. And you expect that, no matter what the score is. And Fisk has played hard and played few good minutes in this game. They're just overwhelmed and overmatched right now by Campbellsville. Here is Boyle with it. Out to Lee, to Pritchard, to Wilkes. And that pretty well defines Campbellsville basketball right there. Everyone touched it. And then down in the blocks, Wilkes, Caitlin Wilkes from Stanford, Kentucky, the NCAA Player of the Year, will shoot 2 free throws here. Maddie Nailey's in the game, the 6'2 senior. She's a tall young lady. To the line is Wilkes. In the air. Got it. Spells it W-I-L-K-S. No E in it. Mid-South Conference Player of the Year last year, 33-7. This bunch was upset in the tournament, but boy, they ran the table and they were really good. 31-3, 21-1. And then here's the ball knocked away after Wilkes had missed the next free throw. 34-7 now down low. Ball blocked, but coming up with it, there's Wilkes again. Right place, right time. How many times do you see great players be at the right place at the right time? She's going to shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bailey. It's going to be her first foul. And with 6:28 left in the half, Austin will have stats for you at halftime. He's working on volleyball pitches right now. Here's a shot up by Wilkes. No good. Normally a great free throw shooter, but missed that one. 2 in a row she's missed. She'll go there again. 6:28 and a half. Good. Game trending the way you thought it might, and that's no disrespect to Fisk. And now Fisk throws it away. 35-7. A little bit different a game today than they had last night. Campbellsville with 13 unanswered on the board after they trailed 2-0 and then just pulled away. But this one, a little slower pulling away, but now that you look up and they're up by 28. So how is that possible, Diamond Dave? Well, it's just slowly but surely they pulled away in this one. Lee down low to Wilkes, lost the basketball. It was a bad pass, really, by Lee. You don't see her do that very often. He went right at the feet of Wilkes. He couldn't come down and put up with it. Working out with it will be Fulton. Fulton in the corner to Mathis. Mathis backs out of there. Campbellsville's defense is just great. Boy, they're just swarming on. They look at them attack that basketball. Ball tipped around and down to 12 seconds on the shot clock now, and that's a walk. Yep. So that time, wide open at the right elbow was Davis, but she felt pressure, but there was really none there, and she walked. Proper call. Bertram in the game. Also in the game will be Luby. Also in the game is Hay. Going out will be Lee, Boyle, and Naylor. 35-7. 5:41 left in this first half. Pettigo across the timeline. Pettigo back in there. Pettigo the lefty. Pettigo bounces it. Left wing. Wilkes knowing she can't dribble the basketball, or Pritchard, I should say. Pritchard has it deep left corner three on its way too hard. And the rebound, those control. Here's Pettigo, a long two. Got it. First bucket of the game for Pettigo. It's 37-7, excuse me. Biggest lead thus far, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it goes off Fisk. In the game for Fisk will be Young, and out of the game will be Bailey. 37-7, 30-point game with 5:11 left here in this first half. Pettigo directs traffic across the timeline with the burgundy tiger paw print on each side of the shorts. Left elbow, Wilkes out to Bertram. 3-0. Look at that rebound. Great rebound by Hay, and then she threw it away. 37-7, 30-point game. Front court. There's a long three, an air ball put up that time by Fisk. And coming down with it will be the Bulldogs. And here's a little running leader on the, it's going to be a charge. They wipe it off. They get Davis zipped in there too hard. Campbellsville, we talked about Hay, the transfer from Belmont, Elizabethtown High School in Eastview, Kentucky, but this kid has just added more weapons to the arsenal that was already loaded for Campbellsville already. 37-7, 30-point game with 4:30 left in the first half. Pritchard, Bertram, Hay, Pettigo, out to Hay on the right wing. Hay drives in, ball taken away. Big gal put it down, the guard went and got it. Cardinal sin if you're a big gal. Hadn't made many mistakes though. There's almost another walk, but they don't call it on Fulton. Another ball knocked away. Hay's going to come up with it. Hay's going to drive in. Hay looks like a guard and lays it up and in. She's 6 foot. Plays like a forward or a guard. Here's the ball knocked away, 39-7. Pritchard got a hand on that. Here's a skimmer up, no good. And now we've got D. Scott with the rebound, and it goes in, but she's fouled before the shot. Pettigo picks it up. That's her first. No one in serious foul trouble thus far. In the game will be D. Scott back in, and another young lady that's out there is, that's D. Scott, and going out will be Mathis, excuse me. This is in the game now, McLeod, who came in last night. 39-7. Here's a bad pass. Pettigo's going to pick it off. Pettigo, look at Hay run. She ran a little interference that time. Didn't make contact, so there's no foul. And Pettigo lays it up and in. Pretty smart play. 41-7. 3:25, front court. Fulton. Ball knocked out of there. And it goes off of Campbellsville. 3:20 remains in this first half. You know, Austin's got serious about his pitchers when he turns his hat around backwards. 41-7, 3:20. Fisk gets it in bounds. You get out to Gibbs. Gibbs doesn't really handle the ball a lot for them. I think she should. She's one of their best players. Ball knocked away. Pritchard got a hand on that. And Petticoat's going to go the other way. May have got away with the walk. Lays it up and in. 6 in the quarter by Petticoat, 6 in the game. Now here's another bad pass, knocked away, and boy, what a nice play that time. It's going to go off. That's a smart play by Pritchard. She just knocked the ball off. One of the Lady Bulldogs. It's 43-7. It was 22-7. Is that right? 22-7 at the end of one. They have not scored, they being Fisk in this quarter. 43-7, deep right, Pritchard. Gets the screen, rolls off, puts up a right elbow shot. No. Rebound high to get that rebound. A great jump that time by Young. Athletic. Front court, Gibbs. Gibbs, cross court. Right in front of us to Fulton. They go underneath. D. Scott fakes, puts it up. No foul, but she'll shoot two. Nice little fake that time, and I think they're going to get Pritchard, I think. No, they get Bertram picks it up. And Daly's going to come in the game, and Pritchard will go out. And also about to come in the game will be Bree Gowdy. Petticoat will get the rest. I don't remember a media timeout. Don't remind them of it. Right, Hubble? Yep. Jesse, we're not taking media timeouts right now. 43-7. Here's a shot up. It's no good by D. Scott. 2:33 left here in this half. Fisk looking for their first point of the second quarter. Up. Got it. That's the only point they've scored in this quarter, that free throw by D. Scott. So it's 43-8. Now what do we have? 2:29 on the game clock, 26 on the shot clock. They still haven't got the shot clock corrected yet. Now they're going to put 26 up there. There it goes. 43-8 your score. Inbound it, they get it in now to Hay. Hay right elbow. Looks inside, bad pass, knocked away, but coming up with it somehow. I'm not sure how she did, and the shot is up, no good by Luby. And Campbellsville digs it out, comes up with it. Hay thought about the three, doesn't shoot it. Drives left elbow, puts it up, and no foul, and she'll shoot two. Good sportsmanship that time by one of the Fisk kids. That's Young helping her up after she commits the foul, and Hay's going to meander her way to the free throw line. A very deep Campbellsville team, and she'll shoot. Hay will, the Belmont transfer, will shoot two free throws. She's 1-on-1 there today. 43-8 your score. Up good. This has been a 21-1, now make it 22-1 run in the second quarter by Campbellsville. 44-8. Hey, hello to Sheldon Dotson and the gang up there. They'll be having football up there tomorrow. A game, I think, is going to be the Tigers and the Wildcats. Should be a good one. Nothing will be favored in that one, but it doesn't mean that they'll win. It's a tough place to play. Ron Finley, the legendary Hall of Famer Stadium. 45-8. They've done a great job up at Campbellsville, that stadium, through the years and all their facilities. 45-8. Fisk, a beautiful campus as well. Long jumper out there in their ball, but saved. Nice save that time by Fulton. Who came over it. They go for the three. That save helps that time. Gibbs knocked the three ball in. That's their second three of the game. Fisk, and it's 45-11. 1.5 left in this first half. Working with it would be Bertram. Bertram to Hay. Hay will drive in. Hay puts it up. Back rim, no. Rebound is controlled by Fisk. In the back court, working with it now will be Fulton. Fulton will dissect her way in the front court, and she'll be tied up. And we're going to get a jump ball, and the alternating possession will go, and we'll stay with Fisk. The Bulldogs out of Nashville, 45-11. Titans losing last night, playing well at Pittsburgh, but losing there at the end. And I don't want to hear you Tennessee fans driving about Levis throwing an interception. He played a really good game until then, I'm told. Here's Gibbs. 45-11, a minute 8 left. He's a good quarterback. He's going to be the quarterback of the future up there, no matter what you guys say. 45-11. If he'd gone to any other school, Tennessee fans wouldn't be upset. The fact he went to Kentucky is what bothers them. 45-11. Kentucky and Tennessee don't like each other, and it should be that way. But I do remind you, every time I talk about that, here's a turnaround jump shot in the paint. They wipe it off before the shot that went in. It took 2 Kentuckians to come down from the eastern mountains to write Rocky Top for them. They couldn't even write their own fight song. We had to write it for them. 45-11. Oh, Tennessee fans, I'm just teasing. Jim McBride's listening and watching right now, our normal public address announcer. He and Craig Lund are going to get on me. I can handle those guys with one hand behind my back. To the line will be Luby. In the air, you get the pronunciation guide from Sheldon the Gang, and it's L-O-U, then B-E-E, but it's actually spelled L-U-E-B-B-E. Can I get another vowel? Here's the next one up. Got them both. 47-11. Good shot of little Sammy Parker there. 47-11, 52 seconds. We'll tell you during the Bethel game, all the Bethel teams where they are today. Cross country, volleyball, basketball here. Now we got a jump ball. Tying it up that time is Gowdy. And it's going to be Campbellsville's ball. 47-11. 44.5 seconds left here in the half. Gowdy, a little yo-yo dribble the backcourt. Ginger said go. She picked it up real quick. Now here's in the game, Serafini. They try to go back door this time. Boy, they do a great job cutting to the bucket. They're high, low post passing. But that time, Fisk saw the game last night, and they scouted it, and they knocked it away. Good for them if you're a Bulldog fan. Here's Bertram, knocks that ball away. No one told the big guy, D. Scott, she had someone behind her, and it was a little guard. Got it with it front court. Pushes it front court, left baseline. Nothing there. Finale. Down to 8 seconds, down to 6. Here's a shot up. It is there. And knocking it in is Luby. Luby 4 in the quarter and 5 in the game. And just like that, it's 49-11 at halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break. And when we come back, Austin will have stats for you. We'll be back for the second half right after this. Stay with us. This is Campbellsville and Fisk. First game of day 2 of the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce Classic here on the Bethel Wildcat Network.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Crisp Arena here in McKenzie, Tennessee. I'm Austin Childress here with our lovely statistician Derek Hubble, and we have the halftime stats for you here as Campbellsville takes on the Fisk Bulldogs. So far, Hubble, what would be your take on the game? I know you've been statting it and you got a close up right here in front at press row. You're up and close and personal.
You know, I think that if I were a gambling man and they would let you bet on NAIA basketball.
Which you're not. You're not a gambling man.
No, I'm not a gambling man. So just cancel that first comment. I would put $500 on Campbellsville to win the national championship.
they have continued their scoring rampage from last night.
Yeah, I mean, they got everybody returning from last year's team, picked up 2 graduate people to their team this year. So and the depth that they have, the next 5 that come off the bench, I mean, could start for any team in the Mid-South, could start for any team in the nation probably. And they just keep rolling them. Even their 11, 12, 13 guys are good enough to be on a caliber team and maybe even being in the starting 5.
Yes, that's right. I mean, you have Pedigo, who's a senior. You have Nolly, who's a senior. You have Boyle, who's a senior. You have Bertram, who's a senior. You have number 23, Kayla, who's a graduate. Sarah Sutton, 24, is a graduate. Courtney Pritchett, graduate. Wilkes, graduate. A lot of seniority on this team, a lot of transfers, just a lot of experience, and they're well coached by Ginger, of course, and she's a fantastic coach.
She does a great job with her teams, and it's not all about them being the best shooting team by any means. It's about them just being a team, and they get after it so hard on the defensive end. It just throws everybody out of rhythm, and they force a lot of turnovers, like you saw in that first half. I mean, I don't know how many turnovers they forced right there, but unforeseen turnovers that they caused, led to layups, and led to points.
26 total turnovers right now for Fisk, and not only give credit to Ginger, but Miranda Denny and Brett Sow for them, and this Fisk, a younger team, not that many seniors on there. There's only actually 2 seniors on the roster, and it's the beginning of the year though. I mean, this is the head coach's 2nd season of Fisk. She's in Memphis in 2004, and this is a young team out of Nashville, the Bulldogs, and like I said, this is only their 2nd game of the year, but no matter what team you are, no matter how many years you've been coaching or whatever, Campbellsville is always going to be a tough team to play, especially under head coach Ginger.
Yeah, and you talk about Fisk, a team that made it to the national tournament last year in the opening rounds. Didn't get past the opening rounds, but they still made it there. They saw the glimpse of, hey, at the end of the year, if we're playing this good, we have the opportunity to go to an opening round and maybe even have a shot of getting to that Sweet 16 area and being right there with the top dogs of Campbellsville and the rest of them. Campbellsville right now is ranked number 1, I do believe. So it's a hard situation to come into, being Fisk and Bluefield, to play a top-rated team in Campbellsville and also play a Bethel University squad that is, I think they're right there on the verge of being great. They're teeter-totting that line of being good right now. But I think they could be a great team down the stretch as long as they keep putting things together. But Campbellsville right now, I mean, I don't foresee anything going in the wrong direction for them. Like you said, just a lot of depth and a lot of senior leadership. And I think that's one of the huge things that teams need nowadays, is that leadership that will influence their team in the right direction. For example, my team, I have great leadership right now. I have a senior, Adisa Hott. She'll lead our team on the girls' side, and then Pedro Vecchi, which is a junior, but he'll still be that vocal leader because he's been here for 3 years. He understands what I want. He understands my expectations. That's the same thing with Campbellsville. They know what Ginger's expectations are of them each and every time they step on the floor. Fisk, like you said, they're a new team, or a new coach. This is her 2nd year, so they're trying to get what she wants out of them. What they understand that, hey, coach, this is what coach is asking of us every single time we step on the floor. Is just our best.
Yes.
So those are things that we got to look at too.
They are, as you say, they're trying to find their identity.
Yep.
And something else impressive, not to beat a dead horse, but something impressive about Campbellsville is most of their student athletes are from Kentucky. And to go on about Fisk finding their identity, as I'm looking at the roster, there's a lot of different student athletes there from different areas. You got Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Missouri, Louisiana, and Illinois. There's just a lot of different people from a lot of different areas, and you're just trying to develop yourself and figure out what you guys got to do in order to get wins. But like I said, beginning of the year, everybody's trying to find their identity, even for veteran teams. And right now, the score's 49-11. And Camsville on a scoring rampage last night scored 126 against Bluefield. And right now, we have some stats for you. Leading off for Fisk is Eliati, number 30, 3 points. And then you got Davis with 2 points, and Jayla Bibbs with 2 points, and Gibbs with 3 points. Right now, a low-scoring game for Fisk. They have 11 points, but as far as the line goes, they're 4 of 20 from the field, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. They got 12 total rebounds, 2 assists as a team, 8 steals, 1 block, and 11 personal fouls. So Campbellsville getting to the line. Right now as a team, Campbellsville shooting 17 of 28 from the field, 50% from 3, 11 of 13 from the charity stripe, 8 rebounds, 4 offensive, 4 defensive, 11 assists, 11 steals. That shows you how much of a defensive team Campbellsville is. They make the teams turn over the ball, and then they capitalize on the turnovers. Right now, Campbellsville themselves, however, does have 12 turnovers as a team, which is more than they had last night, which is shocking. That shows you how impressive Fisk can be on the defensive end of the court. They're just struggling right now to get buckets.
Yeah,
And
you talked about that. I thought, early in the first half there for the Fisk Bulldogs, I thought they brought a lot of energy. Last night they didn't have a lot of energy against the Lady Cats. And I think that's one of the big things that you got to have in college women's basketball is you got to have energy. And if you can get that energy from somewhere, whether it be your bench, whether it be the kids that are on the court, it can motivate kids. As long as you are motivated and get after it, you are going to force turnovers. Even though Campbellsville's a veteran team, they're still going to turn it over if you bring the energy and bring the tempo at them.
That's right. And, on the game, the field goal percentage tells a lot of it. Campbellsville lights out 60% from the field. Fisk struggling to find themselves right now with 20%. Right now, 49-11. Campbellsville in the lead. Like I said, continuing their scoring rampage from last night where they had 126 points last night. That's just impressive. You don't see a lot of teams, no matter if it's men or women's basketball, no matter what level it is, you don't see a lot of teams score 126 points.
Yeah, I don't foresee them getting to 126 today, but I do see them probably getting over the 100-point plateau again today.
And just to continue on, like you said, their second string could compete with almost anybody in the nation right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, just a shout out to our officials too, Jessica Christopher, David Dunlap, and Anthony George. And I'm right here with head tennis coach, men's and women's, Derek Hubble, and we'll be right back. Game about to tip away in under 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us.
And we're back here at halftime. Thanks to Austin Childers. We had to do some work at our office, which is right around the corner. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley, along with John Woodson, as we like to refer to him as Woodson, along with Derek Hubble, who's taking selfies here at Press Row. Well, the Tigers lead the game 49-11. They'll have Wilkes, Pritchard, Pettigo, Lee, and Boyle to start this second half. Same quintet that started the game. 60%, 62% last night. What was it, 60? It was more than that. It was 62%, and now tonight, how about this first half, 61%. Unbelievable. This basketball team, Campbellsville, worthy of their number one ranking, to say the least. They lead the game 49-11. Fisk shot in that first half just 20 shots. They were 4 of 20. Campbellsville was 17 of 28, 4 threes. Fisk hit 2 threes. Campbellsville 11 of 13. And the rebounds, Fisk actually had more rebounds, 12 to 8. That's mainly because Campbellsville didn't miss many shots. And inbounded across the way will be Zip Davis. She zips it in and walks and got away with it. Now here's the drive by Bibbs. It's up, it's there. Mathis with the recipient of the pass from Bibbs, and it's 49-13. Not a huge crowd in here. Campbellsville had a good crowd last night. Not quite as many today as they had last night, and Fisk has a sprinkling of fans behind us. It's going to be on Mathis after she went to the back of Lauren Lee. Lead inbounded, looking. Lee's the mini-mite on this team. She's the smallest kid out there, either team, but she plays a lot bigger than her size. Ball tipped out of there, and it's touched last by Bibbs. B-I-B-B-S. 49-14, 9:28. Left here in this third stanza. We're just underway. From Bethel, Chris Perina. Pettigo had the three, didn't take it. She'll drive in, the floater off the glass, and it's going to be a foul, and they're going to get, this time, no charge. It's going to be Jesse Christopher says it's going to be a foul on, they get 35, that's going to be on Mathis. Jesse's developed into a really good official. The all-time assist leader down at Martin Methodist. Great young player in her right. And Pettigo will shoot 2 free throws. Up, front rim, no. Bailey Pettigo missed it. She has 6 in the game. She'll try again. 91 assists last year. 148 assists by Pritchard. 49-13. In the air this time, good. 7 of the game for Bailey Pettigo from Glasgow. That sort of rhymes, doesn't it? 50-13. Pettigo almost had that steal, but D. Scott comes down and gets it. Nice pass underneath, but nowhere to go. Now turnaround jump shot, bank shot, nice play. Nice play by Bibbs that time. She has 4 of the game, and it's 50-15. Tigers lead by 35. Won here last night by 70. So the bus ride back home to Taylor County will be a joyous one. Pettigo with it. Pettigo moves out here to Wilkes, or make it Pritchard. Pritchard left wing. They go over there on the long jumper by Lee, no good. Back up by Wilkes, no good. Ball knocked out of there, still loose. And wild scramble for it. Campbellsville's going to come up with it. Bodies all over the floor. Lee with a great pass. And the layup is there by Wilkes. Wilkes in that first half had 9 points. Now she has 11. Here's Mathis driving in. Mathis, nope, no good. Hack foul, she'll shoot you. I think Pritchard is going to be the guilty culprit. Yep, they get Courtney Pritchard. That's her first foul. Into the line will be Mathis. Mathis to shoot 2 free throws in a 52-15 game. In the air, Mathis, good. Had a good game here last night. Had 18 in the loss to Bethel. Bluefield and Bethel coming up at 2 o'clock in the day cap. And Mathis again will shoot it. the native St. Louisan, missed it. Probably a Cardinal fan. First time since 2003 that the Cardinals, Red Sox, and Yankees did not make the playoffs. At least one of them. That's crazy. Oh, the Yanks will be back. I'm not sure about the other two, but working with it now will be Pritchett. Sometimes money can't buy you championships, can it, folks? Mathis with a steal, the Euro step, and got it. The Campbellsville fans wanted a walk and did not get it. Probably deserved it, to be honest with you. 52-18. I've never liked that play in the NBA, and now it's filtered down to high school and college. I mean, it's a walk. It was a walk years ago. It's a walk now. They just don't call it anymore. Down low, Wilkes dealing, nothing there. Sets the high screen. And now they flip it over to Pritchard, left wing. A flat shot, no look at to Wilkes. Battle of that basketball out here, and it leads to the three. Up, no good by Matty Boyle. And now Pritchard will be out of bounds when she tried to save it. 52-18. 7:12 left. Well, Campbellsville is going to come to town, take two, and they'll be 2-0 on the year, and the number one ranked team in the country. And their season, I think, is going to be a phenomenal one, to be honest with you. They've got depth, they've got height, they've got size, they've got the guard play, they've got the full package. We'll pick a really good team to beat them and have a good night. I'm not saying they're unbeatable, but it's going to be a tough task for not someone to knock them off unless they're just really great themselves. And there's some great teams out there. Conference is going to be tough again. Running leader up, no good. You've got Lindsey Wilson, Cumberland's. Working with it now will be the three by Lauren Lee, or make it Boyle. Good, Matty Boyle. Grandparents locked it over there, and Matty Boyle now in this game has 13 points. 55-18. Free throw line jumper the other way. Rims stays out. No good. Rebound. Lauren Lee, front court to Wilkes. Wilkes couldn't control it. Out of bounds it sails. And the ball belongs to Fisk. 55-18 your score. In a 6:26 mark of the third stanza. Front court. Ball knocked away. We've got a foul. You get 33. That's going to be on Wilkes for second. 13 fouls. 6:19 to the third. Campbellsville led at the end of one, 22-7. They held Fisk scoreless for much of the second quarter, wound up leading 49-11. And now a foul is going to be on Campbellsville. I think, is that Wilkes again? Yep, just picked up her third. She'll come right out of the game, and in for her will be Luby. Luby comes out there playing again. Remember, Sutton, one of their guns, is not even playing right now. She's out hurt. Scottsville, Kentucky. 55-18. Here is the free throw up. It is there. Going to ask Austin a trivia question. Free throw is up by Bailey. Austin's from Kentucky himself. You know what Scottsville is famous for? Dollar General, isn't it? I think so. 55-19. Up. Good. Free throw there. Yep. It's the home of Dollar General, I believe. Or one of the dollar stores. 55-19, folks. Forgive me. Here's the next one up by Bailey. In the air. Got them both. Clean as a whistle. Both of them. 55-21. Boyle out of the game. Pettigo out of the game. And in for them will be Bertram back in. And back in will be, hey, I really mean this. Yep, Dollar General. I know my stuff. 55-21. Austin had to Google it. Pritchard, three, got it. I mean, automatic out there. It's 58-21. And a charge. That drawn by Lee. I know I'm bragging a lot on Campbellsville, but they deserve it. But really, when you take Pettigo, Boyle, and Lee out of the game, they're superstars. You don't lose a lot, though, when you bring in the people they brought in. Bertram's really played well. Actually, Lee's still out there. At the high post is Luby. They go inside, though, to the smaller kid, and that's a shot up, no good by Lee, and a foul is going to be on going to be on Bibbs. That's her third foul, and to the line will be Lauren Lee. You talk about these superstars on this team for Campbellsville. Lee, probably one of the more unheralded stars, but she is just that, a star. She'll shoot 2 here. 5:52, clock arrested, bingo. That'll be her mom and dad up there. Dad's really getting excited about the free throw, and well, he should. Might want to take that. It's probably the governor. Here's the next one up. It's good. Lee hit them both. And she'll come out of the game, and then for her will be who came in. It's actually in the ball game now. That's going to be it's Naley out there along with Pritchard, Hay, Bertram, and now the ball knocked away. Nice play defensively by Hay, and now we've got a foul. And who are they going to get? They're going to get, just a turnover, I guess. No foul. Fisk coming with a full court press. Fisk thought it was their ball, but it's not the case. Fisk comes with a 2-1-2 full court press. Hay with it. Hay backs out of there. Fisk really playing hard. You got to give these kids credit. They're down big, but they're fighting hard. That's a tribute to their coach. Now they go underneath to Hay. Hay wheels and deals, a little soft floater from about 3 feet. There. You get her in that close in the paint, it's automatic. 62-21. We're not even at the 5-minute mark of the third stanza. We're just about there now. Driving in the other way, long floater or high floater. Nope, and it was too long. Long shot out there by Bailey, no good. And the rebound's controlled by the Tigers. Right now, Pritchard is the only starter out there. And they're still clicking. 62-21. Down low, here's a shot up. It's good, it's going to count. And a nice drop step by Luby. Kayla Luby from B, Nebraska, the only non-Kentuckian on this court. 64-21. When we come back, Georgetown leads big, and they'll be at the line. It's a media timeout. Who told them about the media timeouts? I have 64-21. Yep, that's what I have here. We'll take a break. Be back right after this. Stay with us. (64-21), 4:40 left in the third stanza. Bethel coming up next at 2 o'clock, or around that time, as they'll be taking on the Bluefield Rams out of Bluefield, West Virginia. And to the line, Luby tried to complete the three-point play the conventional way. Ginger Coffin celebrating a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Ginger. We did that last night, but you Campbellsville fans that did not know that. Still sitting on 34, she told me. 64-21. In the air, Luby, good. Luby's just a really good player, folks. And adding to the onslaught, 65-21. Tough pass. Here's Ilati out there. Now we've got a jump ball. And the ball belongs to Fisk, side offensive court. Flowers about to come back in the game, and Pritchard is going to get the rest, I think. 65-21. And inbound it across the way will be Armstrong. 19 on the shot clock, 4:29 game clock. Bluefield and Bethel in the arena watching this. Bluefield is right now. Bethel was here earlier, but they departed back to the locker room. last minute instructions. Left wing, left baseline in this case. Mathis wheels it, deals, great play. Drop step underneath. Boy, Mathis can play for just about anybody in the country. 65-23. She's been a vocal leader out there too defensively. She's not giving up despite the fact they're down big. You have to really admire that. Hay with it, out between the circles. Hay backs. Boy, she handles the ball so well for a kid 6 foot. And now we get a shot that goes in, but they wipe it off, saying the foul before the shot. 65-23. And to the line will be Luby.
You two will flash off. Okay, high post. Tyra, go short corner, short corner.
65-23. Ginger telling one of the players to go short corner, short corner. The coach used to tell me, go to the bench, go to the bench. Luby will put it up. It is there.
Hey,
She'll try again. And hit again. 67-23.
Stay low, stay low.
Hard for wheel radio broadcasters just to do a TV game for you. But hopefully we've enjoyed the broadcast today. I know you have. If you're a Campbellsville fan, you're leading so big. 67-23. Mathis turns, fires, back rim, no. Flowers for the rebound. Flowers bumped back there, no call. And now the late whistle, and we're going to get a foul on Fisk, proper call. 32, they're going to get Young. Officials have done a good job in this one. Mr. Dunlap, Mr. George, and Miss Christopher. 67-23.
Hey,
Now they correct the clock, 3:32. And Flowers to the line to shoot free throws. Hubble again, do not remind them of media timeouts. We don't need them. Mr. George, we don't need media timeouts the rest of the game. 67-23. In the air, good. 68-23. The clock had run down to 3:19. They reset it to 3:32, and Flowers misses this one. And coming down with it will be Fisk. They push it front court. Scott at the high post. They can't find her now over the back pass. Went awry. Here's Hay with it the other way against the smaller kid. Stops, pops, up, yes. Hay, great body control. Let the guard go by her and knocked it in. 70-23. It's all Georgetown, or excuse me, it's all Campbellsville in this one. Campbellsville, Georgetown, Lindsey Wilson, Cumberland. The hotbed of basketball in the conference, and for that matter, around the country. Bethel in there with them. With Freed Hardman, no slouches either, to be honest with you. It's going to be another tough conference season. And because of the shortness of schools right now, the conference season does not start now until January. A 3 up, no good by Armstrong. Rebound, Hay. Or make it Nally. Maddie Nally. We got Maddie. Here's a drive down the other way. Great body control. And Luby puts it up and in. And the onslaught, we said earlier, continues. And now we've got a turnover on Fisk. 72-23. And remind you, too, that Campbellsville's not pressing. Going about their business in a business-like manner. 2:47 left. They inbound it, they do. Bertram had it blocked, gets it right back, puts it over the left hand, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Fisk. Right corner 3, up, no. Rebound Armstrong. Goes over to the big guy Scott. In the corner, Ilata, a 3, yes. She puts it up and in. It's 72-26. Luby the other way. Luby with the left hand power move, yes. Luby is the more conventional post player for them. That she's really big, strong. And she's having a day. 74-26. Scott thought about the 3. Sarah Finney's about to come back in the game for the Tigers. Here's a little underhand scoop. It is up. It is there. Scott knocked that one in. It's 74-28. Thank goodness for cough buttons. Here is the drive down low by Luby. Up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's knocked out of there. And the ball belongs to Fisk. Math is going to come out. In the game for her will be McLeod. Serafini's in the game, and she replaces Hay. So it's Luby. Bertram's out front. Serafini, Flowers. 74-28. A 3-up is there. Bibbs got that, or Bailey, excuse me. Bailey knocked it in. It's 74-31. A minute 16 left in the third. Down to Flowers. Flowers out to Serafini. The 3 in the air. No. Slid off the side rim there. Coming down with it will be the Bulldogs. Fisk has it. In the front court finally. 74-31. 50 seconds now left in his third. A lot of dribbling there by Fisk and not much action. They flip it out to Bailey. Scott, 17-footer, shot at 16. Rebounds controlled by Flowers. Flowers on the run out. Serafini has it. Serafini will drive in and shovels it over there in a right, great pass. And Luby finishes this time with the right hand. Boy, Luby just burning it up right now. I'll give you the stats on her in just a minute. She had 5 in the first half. Now we get a foul the other way on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I've got her with 16 in the game. It seems like more. We'll double check the official stats at the end of 3. 76-31. And when Derek Hubble does stats, they are just that. They are official. Scott to shoot 2. D. Scott, junior from St. Louis. Hubble, the only guy I've ever known here in my 13 years, has had ice cream delivered to him at press row. 76-31. 23 seconds. Scott up. Scott good. Emma Klein down there working hard too. Emma didn't get any ice cream, but I got ice cream. Look at that. I got connections, buddy. 76-32. 23 seconds. It's more milk now than it is ice cream. It's melted on me. And Scott will shoot another. 24.4. Woodson over here, he didn't get any, but he got Chick-fil-A. 24.4 in the air. Good. Scott gets them both. And Fisk trying to hang in there the best they can. Backcourt Bertram with 20 seconds. Shot clock off. Flowers trailing the play, gets the pass. Left wing, they go over there now to Daly. High post pass to Luby. Ball knocked away. Luby's fouled a couple of times, no call. Bertram has it with 6, 5. Serafini with it. Puts it up from 17 feet. Shot at about 13, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to end your third quarter. You scored 10-3. 76-33, all Campbellsville. We'll take a 1-minute break. Be back with more right after this. Stay with us. Well, 10 minutes left in this one, and the Tigers 10 minutes away from being 2-0 in the season, the number 1 ranked team in the country. And Fisk about to go to 0-2. I'm Dave McCulley with play-by-play today. Glad you're aboard with us. Hope you'll stay with us for the Bethel game. We do remind you that this game will have a short post game, and then we terminate the telecast and reset it up for the Bethel game. So if you're a Bethel fan, you might want to exit and be ready for that one. And we hope you understand we don't apologize for having to charge for broadcast, but bottom line is we're like anyone else. We're trying to survive it. Without the charges, we wouldn't be able to be here to get this game for you or bring the games to you. Hope you understand. Pettigo with it. Pettigo with 5 on the shot clock. Ball, she tried to go underneath to Wilkes, the ball knocked away. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Then timeout, Ginger Carvin. Now, this is not trying to rub it in or anything. Ginger just wants to work on when they have this play at another game, in a big game, a close game, maybe a conference game, those kind of things. And they're going to go ahead and take the media, I think, now as well. 9:33, so we'll step out for a 30. 3 on the shot clock. Tigers lead, though, 76-33. They'll have the ball just right down on the right. When we come back, stay with us. Having fun at the old ball yard, folks. Welcome back, everybody. 76-33. Diamond Dave with you today. Appreciate you Campbellsville folks tuned in, and also the Fisk folks. Look at Austin. He's going to give us some numbers here in a minute. Inbounds pass. They work it in there. The ball knocked away. Now loose. And Lee hits the deck. It's the starters back out there. Ginger, they tried to get that shot off and could not. But they're fouled, and so Fisk bails them out a little bit. 76-33, those numbers last night too, sir, if you would. And to the line is Lee. Lee rattles, comes out. Lauren Lee will try again. Number 1 in assists last year. Back rim, missed them both. It's not like her. Lee last year had 204 assists. That's a lot. Ball knocked away, and again, look at Maddie Boyle work. And now driving the other way. Armstrong missed a little underhand scoop layup. And Wilkes comes down with it to Pritchard. Pritchard to Lee. Lee to Boyle. Boyle looks, nothing there. Looking. Flips it out to Lee. Lee will drive in. Leaves it for Pettigo. Pettigo, a little floater in the paint. And gets the front of the row. That was close. 78-33. And Pettigo gets the little floater, which is that. 78-33. Glad you're aboard this afternoon. Working with it now will be Bailey. Bailey, the 3, is there. Jordan Bailey, young lady from Athens, Alabama. I've been to Athens before. 78-35. Tied with the big one tomorrow. They are at home against LSU. My Cats will be at Mississippi State and start Vegas. Tough place to play. Last time I was down there, the Cowbells almost drove me nuts. But you have to embrace it. Now Mathis moves in. Everything stops. She's laughing. They're going to get a foul on Pritchard, I think. I was with a friend of mine, and it bothered me a little bit. I said, well, look, you just have to embrace it. We were not in the Kentucky section. We were in the state section, and I'm not sure how we got there, but we were. But it would be like, where's Waldo? And in this case, where's Diamond Day? It was 2 blue shirts in the mass of burgundy. To the line will be Mathis. Good player. Up good. 78-36, 8-19, all that remains of this one. And the Cats and the Rams coming up next. Be the final game of the 23 Carroll County Chamber of Commerce Classic. Mathis misses this one. And coming up with it, Lauren Lee. How many loose basketballs does she come up with? A lot. Pritchard, good pass to Lauren Lee. Drives in, ball knocked away, and got a foul. Proper call. Armstrong stuck in there and put a hand right in the arm. Lee is the consummate floor general for Ginger Colvin. And she'll inbound it right in front of me. She's wearing number 5. Here's Pettigo wearing Kyle Macy's 4. Look inside board. Look at Wilkes work so hard down there. They can't get her. Pritchard has it. Now to Pettigo. Lee, back to Pettigo. Who was it? Wore 5 for Kentucky. Travis Ford. Ball knocked away. Coming up with it now will be Bailey. 78-36. Armstrong couldn't control the errant pass. It goes into the Bluefield kids coming out all dressed out, ready to go. Coach Nelson told me he's a little concerned about the Bluefield game. He thinks it's going to be tougher than most people think it's going to be. 78-36. Lee with it, front court. Bounce pass left wing. Pritchard left elbow. Doesn't shoot. Down low to Wilkes. Back out to Lee. Pritchard guns the three and hits the three. And again, as we said in the first half, Matt Payton, the great voice of the Tigers, would say bang. She knocked that one in. So it's 81-36. 7:15 left here in this basketball game. We pray for traveling mercies. Both teams going back. I'm not sure how Fisk is going to get there. Their buses broke down. Gamblesville actually had to get them here today. Here's a drive, a bounce past Lee, layup there by Boyle, and she'll shoot a free throw on top of that. 84-36 your score. Well, 5 in, 5 out. We may have seen the last of the starters. Coach Carvin saying good job to every one of them, and well-deserved good jobs. Boyle is the only player that didn't come out, and that's because she's at the free throw line, and it's going to be Flowers coming in for her. 7:03 left, 84-36, the only thing up for grabs now after scoring 126 yesterday. How many they will score today, and Ball just knocks in the free throw, so it's now 85-36. They got 84-36. I thought it was 85. Mickey Head's in the house, former great player at Martin Methodist, and now, of course, finished her great career out here. One of the best rebounders and shot blockers ever to appear on this court for Bethel. She's got the baby across the way over there. 84-36. Campbellsville has it back. Little hand to underhand scoop. Hey, she's got the whole package, folks. It's there. 86-36, a 50-point game, 6:34. I'm going to say Campbellsville will hit 100. Let's wait and see. Over the back pass. I'm not sure that that was intended, I guess, for Davis, but she came up with it. Good-looking pistol Pete Maravich kind of pass that time over the shoulder. Going to foul on Gowdy. And they're going to put to the line saying that she was shooting Zip Davis, 5'7" senior from Memphis. 86-36. In the air. Good. I was in Memphis not long ago doing the TCA high school game. TCA has the night off tonight, playoffs here. Local school that I broadcast for, and McKenzie here, the hometown school, they're playing tonight at home. Davis, good again. 86-38. Football playoffs, Whining in Kentucky and Middle Tennessee, where these teams are from, and right here in West Tennessee as well. Speaking of Memphis, I'm from the Arlington area, right outside Memphis. They get Mathis. Third foul, 20 on the shot clock. They got it there. 86-38. Inbounds pass to Bertram. Bertram to Hay, left elbow. Down low, they go to Luby. Luby wills, deals, puts up with the left hand, spins it up, no good. Going the other way now will be Bibbs. You got Bibbs and Gibbs. Sounds like a law firm, and the shot up, no good. We got a foul on Campbellsville. 86-38. And to the line will be Bibbs, young lady from Buchanan, Michigan. Story behind every athlete, how they get to different schools from different places. Bethel cheerleaders getting ready to warm up and get ready for the Cat and Ram game. In the air, no good. Our stat computer's down at the moment. We'll get that straightened out. And Deshaun Woodson's having mail delivered to him here. 86-38. 5:57 left here, and to the line will be, again, Bibbs. Gets one of two. And it's 86-39. The backcourt. Hay across the timeline. Hay dribbles that ball behind her back. One of many things so impressive about her is, again, we talked about the fact she can play a post, but she can play the guard position. There's a three up, no good by Bertram. And the rebound is controlled by Fisk. Ball knocked away loose. Flowers dives to the floor. He gets it. Now Bertram has it. Bertram, 17-footer, crawls in. Yes. Bertram has 7 in the game. It's 88-39, down to 5:20, all that remains in the game, and Gamblesville hadn't pressed since the early beginning.
Yeah, Bree. Yeah, Bree. Good, good. Oh, Bree, don't get bottom.
Working down on the baseline. The shot is up. It is there. Nice play by Zip Davis. 88-40 your score. Well, 126 last night. They got 88 on the board right now. They'll be the nation's leading scorer after this game here. Now he's going to come into the game. Free throw up by Zip, and it's there. Naylor comes in the game, and Luby will come out. 88-42. Campbellsville inbounds it against a 2-1-2 full-court press. Now Fisk backs out of there, backs up. Zip Davis. Here's a shot up. It is there. Ball knocked away. I thought that ball went in. We were trying to help our stat crew out here. So the ball didn't go in. It's 88-42, and then in reverse, we get a foul on Campbellsville. Timeout, media timeout, 4:51. Who reminded them that we needed media timeouts in the 88-42 game? But they've done a great job, the officials have in this one. Well controlled and well officiated. 88-42, 4:51. The Tigers lead big, and we're going to take a quick break. Back after this. Stay with us. Welcome back. Bibbs to the line to shoot free throws for the Bulldogs of Fisk University. 88-42, free throw up, free throw there. Coming up next, the Cats and the Rams. Bethel trying to even their mark at 2-2. Rams trying to even theirs at 1-1. Again, Bibbs. And a lady from Michigan gets 1 of 2. She misses this one, but hustles in that corner and gets her own rebound. Good hustle. And what do we have? Going to be a foul on Nelly. So it's 88-43, and out of the game, Sarah Finney's going to come in, and Bertram's going to come out. 88-43, and to the line again will be Bibbs.
Come on, Gray. You got it.
Free throw up. They talked to her a little bit. 88-43. Should try again. It's in the air. Missed it. And Libby with the rebound. And it's not Libby. That's going to be Hay with the rebound. Now we'll walk the other way. You're going to take a little bit to play this one out. And again, you want to protect the integrity of the game. But again, as I said last night, unless it's blood, do not blow the whistles, guys. 88-43. And to the line will be Hay. Whitney Hay, the young 6-foot junior from Eastview, Kentucky, Elizabeth High School, and Belmont transfer. In the air. Good. Really an impressive outing last night and again today for the Campbellsville Tigers. Georgetown and Campbellsville, Lindsey Wilson, they all don't like each other. Close proximity. Who was it? David Paul Estes used to tell me at the University of the Cumberlands. He said it's a good day when Cumberlands wins and any good day that Georgetown loses. David Paul, great guy. But I have a great affinity for Georgetown as well. That's where I first met Holly and Amy Ratliff. You see the blondes on the Kentucky broadcast, the two blondes over there with the stats, that's Holly and Amy. Lovely ladies, good friends of mine. Hay comes out of the game, and in for her will be Shelby Beatty, who played last night, young lady from Owensboro. 90-43. And it's funny when you're down here by the bench, you hear all sorts of stuff.
There you go.
And Gibbs didn't bat it. Gibbs looks. Still looks. Gets it in. Right wing Bibbs. A little smack talking about there on the floor a couple of times. Here's a three. It's there. And that was in by Zip Davis. 90-46. 4:22. Sarah Finney now works in the front court. Looks for Gowdy, not there. Boy, they missed that time. They missed Daly coming through the paint. Sarah Finney just a sophomore. They go underneath. Here's a shot up. No good by Flowers. Flowers tries to save it. Goes out of bounds. It's all Flowers. 4:04 left. The Tigers and the Bulldogs. Talked about David Paul, of course, over Lindsey Wilson's John B. Wellington, good friend of mine. Going back to the Lambeth days, all those years. Lambeth went up and played at Lindsey and Georgetown and Campbellsville. A long shot up, no good by Mathers, who's back in the game, and coming down with it will be Flowers. Flowers punches at front court. Sarah Finney backs up, watches her feet, and puts in the three. That has to please the coaching staff to see the kids come in and shoot that ball that way, and it's 93-46. 3:28 left in this basketball game. Here's a shot up, and we've got a foul that's going to be on Gowdy, I think. Yep. So the Bulldogs will look to the line.
Get Tyra and Maddie. Yeah.
Basketball lost a superstar coach this week, of course, 83 years old, Bobby Knight, the Journal. Passed away a couple of days ago. Our thoughts and prayers with the Knight family. Bobby was in this arena with a big fundraiser back in April of 2012. We had a chance to MC that event along with the late athletic director Dale Kelly, who was a good personal friend of Bobby Knight, going back to those refereeing days. And here's the next free throw. It's a lane violation. Jesse Christopher, who's done a really good job. Jesse, it looks like she can still play. Great guard at Martin Methodist. 93-46 your score. They get inbounds. Georgetown does. Or excuse me, why do I keep saying Georgetown? Kayla Mills. I got a message from a friend of mine at Georgetown about an hour ago, and I threw me off. Here's a shot up, no good. And the rebound's controlled by Fisk. A lot of rumors about Georgetown. I hope they're not true. Here's the shot up by Mathis. It's up, it's there. But here's a foul not called by Evans. Unless it is blood, they're not calling it apparently. 93-48. And the only thing here as now is whether Campbellsville hit 100. They may do that. The trifecta. The tray by Shelby Beatty, the Owensboro native. And it's 96-48 with 2:30 left. So Campbellsville a chance to hit 100 in both of their games. Campbellsville and Taylor County, Kentucky. Who was that? Anthony Epps from Kentucky, just north of there from Lebanon. Shot up, good by Fisk. And it's 96-50. Yachty with it, deep left. Reserves in the game for Campbellsville. Another three, this time no good by Sarah Finney. And the ball is controlled, though, by the Tigers. Sarah Finney has the open lane, will move in, foul, she'll shoot 2 free throws. Clock's arrested. They left the lane wide open, so Campbellsville Sarah Finney said, well, let me just drive in here and see if I can get a cheap bucket. Didn't get it, but she's going to be fouled. She'll shoot 2. Young lady from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. 96-50 with a minute 54. Free throw up, no good. Should try again. Heard Jessie tell Ginger that she's got a game up in Indiana this week. 96-50. Next one, no good again. Lane violation, I guess they call on Serafini, I guess. Robertson's in the game. And who went out? Couldn't tell who went out for the Bulldogs. Fisk University, the Bulldogs from Nashville. Get the clock started, guys. 52 seconds. Work it out. Long three there. And that's Robertson. No, good for her. She came off the bench, hits that one, 96-54. Serafini deep left this time to her teammate. This three no good by Beatty. And coming down with the rebound, the Bulldogs. Robertson said, give me another chance to hit one. Didn't take this one. Here's a long three, and it's no good. And we've got a foul down low. And again, folks, unless it's really mandatory, let's just let it go. Jessie with that foul, because I'm not going to complain about Jessie calling it. 96-54. Foul, by the way, on, who got that? That's going to be on Gowdy, her second. And to the line will be Delotti. Free throw up. Good. We're on the pace to get that second game started on time, but that's not going to happen now. 96-54. Here's the next one up. It's good. Hit them both. 96-55. And Campbellsville's going to come to town. Boy, there'll be some battles in the conference with Bethel here, play them here, and then play them there. Bethel will get this Campbellsville team on January the 18th. And then shot up, no good. That's in Campbellsville. And then Campbellsville will come here on February the 15th, after Valentine's Day. Here's another shot up by Fisk. It's good. 96-57. And Gowdy's going to dribble the ball out of bounds. Probably was a tight game, a close game. That probably would have done the foul, probably to be on Fisk. 96-57, 56 seconds left in the game. Well, traveling mercies for both teams as they make their way back to Campbellsville and to Nashville. And again, if you're just joining us, I'm not sure that how Fisk is going to get home. Their bus broke down. Surely another bus is on its way. Campbellsville actually gave them a ride here. Let them use their bus to go get them. Here's a pass down low. The left-handed shot up, no good. On the run out that time by Kaylee Mills from Flat Lick, Kentucky. And she'll shoot 2 free throws. 5'5" sophomore with 34.2 seconds left. And I would doubt then that Campbellsville's going to hit 100 here. That free throw up, no good. Not because she missed a free throw, but Ginger will just hold the ball. They'll tell them to hold the ball. Mills again in the air. Missed them both. And the rebound is controlled by Fisk. 30 seconds. In a 96-57 Campbellsville, another rout for the Tigers. Gowdy playing some good defense out there. 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Right elbow, jumper, good by Fulton. This team shows from time to time the ability to put it in there, but 96-59. And Campbellsville is just going to dribble the ball out. And the Tigers are going to win this one. Barring, well, here's a steal. Driving the other way, the layup is up. It is there by Bibbs. 96-61 is going to be the final here. Campbellsville will move to 2-0. Fisk will fall to 0-2. We'll come back, get the stats for you, and then get ready for game 2. Stay with us. This is the Bethel Basketball Network.